Hi, who hasn't heard about the law of attraction, but does it ever work for you? If no or very rarely, you are not alone, as we don't know how to use this law properly. There is certainly a need to understand the gap between asking and receiving. Using the law of attraction half-heartedly or without proper knowledge is not only dangerous, but it also keeps filling our lives with anxiety, issues, and never-ending problems. So without any further delay, let's delve into the power we all have, but are not fully aware of how to use. This training is made by Rajeev and Jagwant for the Freedom for Eternity channel. Please do subscribe, like, and comment. Stay till the end to get the most out of the training. We have all been told in the law of attraction that we will get whatever we ask. And that is true, almost. Then where are we getting it wrong? The real question is, what energy do you bring when you ask? When you make a request from the universe, pause and notice. Are you filled with self-doubt, or do you feel genuine certainty? This inner state matters far more than the words you speak. Most of us ask from a place of worry and fear, not from trust and confidence. That's where things begin to go wrong. Because the universe doesn't just respond to your words, it responds to your vibration, your energy, your belief. If you ask while doubting, worrying, or expecting failure, you are sending mixed signals. You are asking for something, but your energy is saying the opposite. And the universe mirrors back what you truly project. So the next time you ask, shift your focus. Instead of asking with fear, ask with faith. Instead of asking with anxiety, ask with calm assurance. Instead of asking with doubt, ask with certainty. That is the real secret behind the law of attraction. It is not only about what you ask, it is also about the energy you carry when you ask. Have you ever noticed that when you ask for something, you immediately start to get anxious? Fear begins to engulf you, and instead of feeling calm, you fall into what can be called the anxiety trap. We ask so many things from the universe because we know we don't control everything in this world. That is why we involve the universe in the first place. But instead of keeping faith, we immediately want to do something about the very things we already knew were beyond our control. We try to influence outcomes, even when they are not in our hands. We exert pressure on results we cannot shape. We overthink alternatives, creating backup plans even when options are limited. We become anxious, chained by fear, imagining worst-case scenarios. And then health begins to suffer, sleepless nights, body aches, declining well-being. All of this happens even when we say we believe in the law of attraction. But the question remains, are we truly believing in it, or are we just repeating the words while letting doubt take over? We most of the time start on the journey of the law of attraction with immense doubts. And that brings us to what can be called the trust problem. The paradox is striking. Almost every part of our life works in default auto mode, your heartbeat, your breathing, the seasons changing perfectly without your effort. Yet, when we raise the bar of our expectations, our analytical minds begin to plant seeds of doubt. What happens next? We start to doubt too much. We worry constantly. We stress ourselves with the certainty of failure. We send mixed signals to the universe. And then the question arises, how do you think the universe will respond when you approach it with so much fear? Acceptance that you don't control everything, and that's okay, is the first big step. Imagine what happens when you try to control everything. Notice how much pressure you put on yourself. What if, instead, you chose to be kind to yourself? You don't control everything, and you don't need to. Your thoughts, do you really control them? Often they come and go on their own. Your behavior. Sometimes you find yourself on automatic mode, acting without conscious choice. External events. Things get out of hand, situations shift, and where is your control then? You can remain relaxed. You can stay calm. You can tell yourself it's going to be alright. You can give your trust to the universe, and then wait. Think about it this way. Even when you are at a restaurant, you keep faith that the food is on the way. You don't rush into the kitchen. You don't demand proof. You simply trust that your order has been placed. And eventually, you savor the meal you desired. So what happens if you treat your requests to the universe the same way? What if you enjoy the waiting period, knowing that something is already on its way? Now the biggest question is, how are you asking the universe? How you ask is everything. The universe provides what you truly believe within, not what you ask superficially. The common mistake is this: in your mind, you are already convinced nothing will work for you. You half-heartedly ask the universe. And when it doesn't give what you ask, instead giving you what you fear, you throw tantrums. You become angry and scream that the law of attraction doesn't work. But do you even know how to pray? How to ask from the superpower that gives without any expectations. Imagine this. You want to buy from a toy store a white elephant, but all night you were worried that you might not get the white elephant in any store, and you kept imagining what all could happen if you don't get it. So what do you think will happen at the toy store, and even afterwards? Imagine for a second that the universe is a super boss. In fact, that is reality. It is a super boss that provides you with everything you ask or everything you need. Now think, how would you approach if you had the surety that you will get whatever you ask? Would you keep doubts? Would you be afraid that this boss will rebuke you? Or would you go with certainty? Approach with complete belief and confidence. Go with belief. Trust that you will receive what you need. Calm yourself first. This is paramount when you approach and ask. Who gives to a disgruntled person? Even a boss starts to stop listening to someone who keeps complaining and carries so many doubts. If you have fear inside, pause. Breathe. Fill yourself with certainty that you are asking the super boss, and your request will be heard, for sure. Mind you, for the law of attraction to work for you, you are required to replace fear with certainty. This is the shift you need, and it happens within. Replace your fears with the surety and certainty that you will get what you ask for, not even an iota of disbelief. Trust the universe that brought you into this world. Trust the force that runs your body, the seasons, and everything in between. But this is the most difficult part, and it is where most of us falter. It is not easy to believe that our request will be fulfilled, especially when even our presence is filled with doubt. You will see examples all around you, people full of disappointments, struggling, doubting everything. At times, it may appear that they are asking the universe too. But look closely, and you may realize they are also filled with immense doubts and fear. Your journey, however, is yours alone. Don't look at others. Don't disbelieve the universe just because you see people not getting what they ask for. Their energy, their doubts, their fears may be shaping their outcomes. This is an iterative journey. You work on yourself. You can also get trained in it. Rajeev and Jagwant conduct trainings with hands-on practical workshops where you can learn to develop faith instead of fear and self-doubt. You are required to be persistent. Restart whenever you fail. For the law of attraction to work, doubts and fears must be eradicated completely from your mind. Mind you, for the law of attraction to work for you, the most important prerequisite is to replace fear with certainty. This is the shift you need, and it happens within. Replace your fears with the surety and conviction that you will get what you ask for, not even a trace of disbelief. Trust the universe that brought you into this world. Trust the force that runs your body, the seasons, and everything in between. But here lies the challenge. This is the most difficult part, and it is where most people falter. It is not easy to believe that your request will be fulfilled, especially when doubt is present. Look around you. You will see examples everywhere. People full of disappointments, struggling, doubting everything. At times, it may even appear that they are asking the universe too. But are they asking with certainty, or are they asking with fear? Your journey is yours alone. Don't measure it against others. Don't disbelieve the universe just because you see people not receiving what they ask for. Their doubts, their fears, their inner state may be shaping their outcomes. This is an iterative journey. You work on yourself, again and again. You can even train yourself in it. Rajeev and Jagwant conduct practical workshops where you can learn to develop faith instead of fear, and confidence instead of self-doubt. Persistence is required. Restart whenever you fail. For the law of attraction to work, doubts and fears must be eradicated completely from your mind. Now, as you have understood the points where you can go wrong while using the law of attraction, you also have the chance to correct yourself. This is where the video ends, but in reality, your actual journey begins. We invite you to your invitation to trust. The law of attraction doesn't fail. We fail to align our inner belief with our outer request. When you ask with certainty, calmness, and trust, the universe responds in kind. Remember, be kind to yourself. You don't control everything, and that's perfectly okay. Trust the process, trust the universe, and most importantly, trust yourself. Always remember, the law never fails. But how we are using it often leads to wrong results. Still, if you have any doubts, feel free to comment and we will answer you. Know this clearly, the law of attraction works whether you use it deliberately or even when you don't. Your inner feelings are being manifested. If you are fearful, your fears are becoming your reality. This video is created by Rajeev and Jagwant for Freedom for Eternity. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and forward it to whoever seeks such information. Share your suggestions, feedback, and questions in the comments. All the best for your journey. And always remember, what you keep within reflects outside and everywhere around you.